Hello, social cam. We are walking back to our faculty education. Yeah.
And you guys,
Huh?
you smell something?
What? Oh, woo. Yes, I do.
Where is it come from?
It's on water over there.
Oh, wastewater.
What do you guys think about the wastewater that we just walked by?
I think it's very horrible. It's very close to our life. So bad quality of life. I think so. Well, can anybody explain more about wastewater?
Wastewater is used water from home and industry. It includes substances such as human waste, food scrap, oil, and toxic chemical substances which are discharged into river.
And if you want to know more about wastewater, what are the causes and how to deal with it, let's find out together.
One of the causes of wastewater problem is that people misuse water resource. For example, people just throw rubbish into river and don't think about polluting effect. They don't know or pretend not to know that the rubbish will block the waterway. Let me show you something. Can you see that rubbish is clogging in the water gate and water is not draining? Besides, it's not only rubbish that they throw into river. They also throw wastewater from their consumption like water from washing machine or dishwasher into river. And when the water is not draining, bacteria in wastewater can spread even more. That makes water pollute and stink. Wastewater can negatively impact environment and human health. For example, bacteria, viruses, disease-causing pathogens can pollute fish and fish population, leading to drinking water consumption and fish consumption. Moreover, other substances such as some pharmaceutical and personal care products primarily impairing the environment in wastewater effluent may also pose threat to human health, wildlife, and aquatic life. How can we solve this problem? I suggest two possible ways. First, government should create a campaign to make people stop throwing rubbish and wastewater into river. They have to make people realize that how much water is important to humans. Once people realize the importance of water, the next step is they should gather people to clean up the river, take the rubbish away, and the water will flow again. The second solution is the easy solution that small community can do. It is installing turbine into river to increase oxygen in water. Increasing oxygen in water will help microorganisms decompose waste in water, and the water will clean and can be used again. Another cause of water pollution is chemical industry. Chemical industry is important in terms of its impact on the environment. Because of the use of chemical, the wastewater from this factory are generally strong and contain toxic pollutant. Many industries do not have proper waste management system. They drain the waste in the fresh water which goes to the river and then to the sea. This video is from Thailand. You can see that these factories are illegally drain their wastewater into river, and this is a problem for villagers because of their smell. These toxic chemicals change the color and temperature of water and increase the amount of mineral that take oxygen from the water, which also known as eutrophication. According to the research of National Research Center of Egypt, to solve this problem, we have both biological and chemical ways. Biological treatment is to use activated sludge, which is to add nitrogen and phosphorus salt to water to adjust its concentration to suffice for biological treatment. And chemical treatment is to use lime added with ferric chloride and lime added with aluminum sulfate to get the best coagulant and optimum dose and pH. Chemical agriculture also have impact on environment too, because some farmers use pesticide and chemical fertilizer to protect their crops from insects and bacteria. And when those chemicals mix up with water, it is harmful for plants and animals. And when it rains, it's mixed up with rainwater, and flow down to river and sea, and this causes serious damage on aquatic life. To decrease this action, we have to campaign farmers to use less chemical in their farm, such as using organic fertilizer instead of chemical fertilizer, or to persuade them to start organic farming. Organic farming is an alternative way of agriculture which is not using any chemical substance, so it's not contaminate water sources near farming area.
Oil spill is another cause of wastewater. According to the development of countries, oil is highly demanded because it is used for trading, construction, and energy resources. Some countries can make oil drilling themselves, but some need to import it. Thus, mostly, oil spill occurs due to the leakage of the petrol tanks of ships. Furthermore, oil can leak from the natural petrol sources underground, apart from which I have mentioned, marine accidents and illegally dumped waste can cause this problem as well. Namely, human beings' activities mainly cause wastewater. As a result, oil covers the surface of water, so oxygen cannot dissolve into water. Furthermore, oil obstructs the sunlight not to give into the water, so some living things and plants underwater, like algae, phytoplankton, and bacteria, are unable to photosynthesize themselves and unable to release oxygen into water, so the water quality is getting worse.
In this clip, it was oil spill event at Got Samet, Rayong, Thailand. The cause is the leakage of oil pipeline of VTT Global Chemical Company. More than 50,000 liters of oil sprayed over Thai Bay and caused bad effect to the ecosystem and living things around there. This event significantly showed the impact of petroleum industry, which is human beings' activity.
And how to deal with it? 1. Standardizing ship operation testing and increase maintenance standard of ships. 2. Make defensive lines among risky zones. 3. Increasing penalties for ones who manage waste improperly and illegally. 4. Making connections between local people and department who is in charge of this issue to collaboratively protect water resources. And the last one, raising awareness for manufacturers to be responsible for the economy, society, especially environment, and encourage them to establish foundation for protection and restoration of damaged natural resources.
The one cause of water pollution is the lack of pollution preventive measure for wastewater treatment. The lack of the measure made more water pollution. That means it allowed someone to return the wastewater to the environment without treatment. So that is the cause of the wastewater. Much as the history of industrial revolution, the growth of the economies and population makes a high volume of the wastewater, especially with the growth of the industry that made a lot of waste and pollution. And that period, there are not any law or the agreement about the pollution, so they can return the pollution and the wastewater to the environment without treating. So it makes the city be dirty. The way to prevent water pollution, such as installing wastewater treatment plants for the both of household and firms.
Even though firm and industrial, they make a large amount of wastewater from production and service, but household, they make more. So government should establish the public wastewater treatment system for convert the wastewater from the household to be clean before they return to the nature. And firm and
in Brazil, they should have responsibility. They should install the wastewater treatment system to convert the wastewater from production and service that have more pollutants to be cleaned before they return to the environment too. Although it spends a lot of money and time, but it is long-term and efficient solution. Recently, there are a lot of domestic and international regulation and agreement to control the pollution. Wastewater treatment is a one decision to control that is regulation. It could decrease the waste to return to the environment under the limit.
As you see, the main causes of wastewater problem are human being activities. Throwing rubbish into river that make waterway clog so the water can't circulate. Disposing used water from house and toxic chemical from agricultural activity and industry. Support bad bioorganisms which take the oxygen from water. And oil spill from the leakage of petrol tanks. From transporting ship cover water surface so oxygen can't dissolve to water. Finally, water turns into wastewater and causes many following problems such as odor and the lack of oxygen for aquatic life.
Moreover, the lack of rigorous penalties for one who managed wastewater improperly and illegally also concern this problem as well because people do not be aware of this problem and do not realize to its effects. At the end, I would like to ask for your collaboration. To take care of our water resources, it is our responsibility to protect and keep clean water for our next generation.